Welcome back, guys. I have just played football in my new Predator boots, and wow, they are absolutely lovely to play in. Scored a few goals. I'll get used to them because I haven't played with studs for God knows how many years, probably since I was at school. It's a bit different because dragging the ball back, obviously, with studs is a lot different from AstroTurf trainers. But I'm just outside in post box because I've got an item I'm picking up. And yes, I haven't been scammed on this one. So I'm going to get this out the locker and then get back home and show you what I've picked up. So I'm back home now and I'm going to open up this package. At least it's in a good packaging. This should be, well, there's only one thing I've ordered. This should be a Hull City, not Hull City, a Hull rugby top. I haven't got a clue who they are, but there we go. Nice. Hull Kingston Rovers. So there must be obviously a rugby team. Immaculate condition. I should have bought the other one. She had another one for sale, but a different colour top, maybe the home kit or away kit. I haven't got a clue. But you're looking around about 20 to 25 quid. I've paid, I think, about four quid, I think, or 5 quid, something like that. It'll be on the screen how much I paid for it. The reason I bought this is because I was going to do a flipping video, obviously Vinted to eBay, and the other items was the ones I got scammed on, which I'm going to be telling you an update about them in a minute. But we have got 2 more sales. It does feel like eBay is now slowly coming back and working for me. I think because I'm listing every day, the algorithm is now starting to kick in again. One of the items is something I listed yesterday and it's sold within 24 hours. And the other thing is something that I've had for a while. So it's nice to have a bit of a mixture. The first thing was a Philips CD compact disc player. It's part of obviously a system. And yeah, it's really nice. Nothing wrong with it. Really nice condition. Works. Nothing wrong with it at all. Put it on for 35 quid and somebody made an offer for 30 quid and I accepted. I paid a £5 for it at a car boot. So the second one is a toy which I bought in the auction, all that them figures, the Star Wars things and the Avengers figures. It's the 4-1 and it's from the late 1990s, early 2000s. I had to sell this cheaper because the kneecap was broke. It has a little like kneecap pad that goes over both knees and one of them actually came off. Probably can glue it back on, but obviously then you have to take it out of the box and then it's not boxed anymore. So I had to sell this cheaper for $14.99 and that's what it sold for. It owes me just over £5, so I'm still going to make a little bit of profit. So I'm going to wrap these parcels up, take them to the shop, come back, have a shower, and then I'll update you on the Vinted scam and what's happened. So I'm back home now and I've just dropped the parcels off. I'm actually going to finish the video off now, then have a shower because I've only got like literally an hour and a half until I got to go and pick up my son. So a couple of videos ago, I told you I've been scammed on Vinted. I bought about 5 things on Vinted, really early hours in the morning, around about 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was all like really high priced shoes like Dr. Martens and Timberlands, all going for under 5 quid. So I bought them and then I found out in the morning, I think I got scammed because they was all from the same address, but there was all actually different accounts. The tracking did not match up and also they deleted accounts. So yeah, I've been scammed. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about it other than message Vinted and wait. So on that day as well, I did a video on TikTok telling about the situation as well. If you are on TikTok, go and follow me. It's on the screen now and I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, I put a video on there about how I've been scammed and I had a lot of replies saying I've been scammed too from the same person. Was the person from Hitchin, which is where Nick and Andrew are from. I'm not saying it's Nick and Andrew, by the way. It's just funny how it's from Hitchin, which is such a random place. And other people were saying I got scammed is the dress from Birmingham because they said they was from Hitchin in the profile, but actually the delivery address was from Birmingham Industrial Estate, something like that. And yeah, it seemed like a lot of people had been scammed as well on TikTok. So it's going around. This is why that protection fee is so important, because without that, you ain't got a leg to stand on. I've actually had some messages saying that people haven't even got their money back. They're still waiting for it. So I don't know what's happening there. But the good news is I have now received all my money back. Vinted messaged me 3 times because I actually filed up for 3 actual separate cases, because they're obviously 3 orders, and I got all my money back. And I've had it put into the bank already. Literally, I had a message yesterday telling me that they've refunded me and it'll be 5 days to receive the money. Literally today, this morning, I got all my money back. And the Fasago of Vinted and being scammed on there has ended. So what have I learned from this? I've learned that don't just buy stuff because it's cheap. I speak to Jammy Dodger privately on Instagram, and obviously I talk to him about it, certain things. But one thing that he does regularly is he does this, doesn't he? He buys cheap and then sells it on eBay. And I don't know how he does it, to be fair. I know there's quite a few people that do it, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they have the time, the patience to be on their phone all day waiting for things to come out which are cheap. But there again, I got some things cheap and I got scammed. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't going to worry about it because I knew I was going to get my money back. But what happened was, it was just one person. I bought a couple of things off one person, and then I obviously finished with them, and then I thought, well, let's see if there's anything else, and I saw another one, and I didn't look at addresses. Obviously then, when I got all the things through and saying they've been delivered and it all looked the same, that's when obviously something's a bit fishy. Does that mean to stay away from Vinted if anything's cheap and it's too good to be true? No, because we see it with other YouTubers who do it, and I showed you that top. Obviously I'm not going to make 60-70 quid on it like a pair of Dr. Martens, but I'm still going to make, what, 15-20 quid on it when I sell it. So it does work if you can just find the right item. What I would say, if you are looking for things cheap, is just make sure they've got feedback. If they've got a weird name, don't bother. If they've got no feedback, don't bother. If there's something about them that just feels off, don't bother, because if it's too good to be true, it usually is, and yeah, you're just going to get scammed. And even though you're going to get your money back eventually, it's just annoying in it. It's just, you're going to have that money missing out your account for a while, which you could have spent it on something else. At the end of the day, am I going to do it again? Am I going to try and snipe on Vinted? I think I will, but I'm going to do a proper one, do a proper video, and maybe just do a massive haul of Vinted stuff which I've picked up over a week, and then just show you all how much I've spent, and then basically see how much I can make off it in all sorts, not just clothing, because you can buy other things on there. But this year it's not all about car boots, charity shops. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos outside my box which are going to be about reselling. So I'm going to gamble on some pallets. Yes, I'm going to do some more pallets because I really enjoyed doing the pallets, but I'm going to show you how to find the pallets, the right pallets for you, which you're not going to get ripped off and actually make a good bit of money. I'm actually going to go into the vintage clothing as well. I'm actually thinking about going to one of these vintage like clothing resellers. I'm just thinking which ones are good, just to see honest opinions, because I hope you guys watch me because I'm honest and truthful. So if I say it's a waste of money, then obviously you know not to waste your money on it. But yeah, it's going to be lots of different content this year. I'm not just going to stick to car boots and charity shops because they are good, they are interesting, but there is more ways to making money in reselling than just them two. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, subscribe it, and I'll see you again tomorrow with another video, which is that eBay update I was telling you about.